Hey guys, so today I've decided to film my top 5 favorite high-end blushes for all of you. I saw Chowbell XO film this video a little while back and I just thought it would be a fun video to film because blush is my all-time favorite makeup product category. I have a full-blown obsession with blush. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just love them. I'm not always wearing eyeshadow, I'm not always wearing lip products, but I can guarantee you that if I'm wearing makeup, I am without a doubt wearing blush. Before I get started though, I just want to say this lighting is doing all kinds of weird things to my face. It's casting all these weird shadows and it's making it look like I have like horrible under eye circles, but I swear I don't. It's just this crazy weather. It's kind of like weird and like overcast outside. It looks like it might rain, so if my lighting's doing all kinds of crazy things, that's why the sun keeps like going behind the clouds and then coming out again. And I want to apologize in advance because not all of these blushes are still available. A couple of them were limited edition or they're just discontinued now. I thought about choosing blushes that are only still available to buy now, but I wanted to keep this video as genuine as possible and only include like my tried and true favorite blushes that I've worn for days and weeks and even months on end in some cases. My true holy grail blushes. Also, most of these blushes have shimmer in them. If shimmer's not your thing, I'm sorry, that's just what I like. There's a couple mattes thrown in there though, don't worry. I feel like I have a decent variety of colors, so I'm just gonna stop talking and we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get the first blush out of the way. If you know me at all or if you've been subscribed to my channel for any amount of time, this first choice isn't going to come as any kind of surprise to you, and that is my Nars Gaiety. I first bought this blush back in December and I have just been reaching for it constantly throughout the winter and the beginning of spring. As you guys can see, it is just a completely matte, super bright, cool toned bubblegum pink. And it might not be translating very well, but that's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. Today I applied it fairly lightly just to have kind of a more natural flush to my cheeks, but I also love really building up this blush and having like super obnoxious bright bubblegum pink cheeks. Obviously it depends on what I'm doing with the rest of my face that day though. And while I am wearing it with a more neutral eye today, obviously, my favorite looks to pair this blush with is anything that's kind of purpley. If it's just like a subtle hint of purple on my eyes to like a full-blown purple eyeshadow look, I think this just complements it beautifully. It's actually a main part of the reason why I bought this blush in the first place. I was doing a lot of more purple eye looks over the winter, and a lot of my blushes tend to lean more like peachy, more orangey, and I was just having trouble pairing a blush with those more purple eye looks because I didn't have anything like this. When you're rocking a really cool toned eye look and you pair a peachy blush with it, it just looks kind of off. So I love how complementary this is to different purple eyeshadows. It just gives that really pretty, girly, kind of like cotton candy vibe. My second favorite is another Nars blush. I should have just started this off by saying that Nars does make my favorite blushes. I have quite a few by them. I'm only showing 2 in this video, but they do make my favorite blushes. But the second one is one I don't hear about too often, and that is Nars Oasis. This is what it looks like up close. I always have a really hard time describing this blush, so I actually looked it up on the Sephora website to see how they describe it. And Nars describes it as a sparkling pink champagne. I think that's a pretty decent description. It definitely has some very like plummy undertones to it though. And as you can probably tell, it is loaded with gold shimmer. I seriously wore this blush every single day for like at least a solid 3 months last winter. It is literally the blush I reach for every single day, so that shows how much I love it. Also, I haven't hit pan on it. Like, what? It was kind of funny because when I first bought this blush, I didn't like it. Like, I swatched it in the store and I thought it was pretty, but then when I got it home and I tried it on, I was like, whoa, this wasn't what I was expecting at all. It's too dark, I don't like it. And I just kind of like put it in my makeup drawers and forgot about it. I think I had it for like at least a year before I tried it again. I don't know why I didn't return it. And then one day I just randomly decided to try it on and I really, really loved it. I do like it more for the fall and winter time just because it does have that slight kind of like plummy tone to it, but I think this is a good blush for any time of the year. And while I don't reach for it as much as I used to, I'm never disappointed when I do decide to wear it. My next blush is unfortunately one of my choices that was limited edition, and it is the Sephora Pantone Universe Blush Duo that came out a couple years ago, I want to say. And the color of the year was like orange or coral or whatever it was, I can't even remember now. But as I just said, this is a blush duo. So there is this shade, which is Desert Flower. It is a super shimmery, vibrant, bright, intense coral color. It used to have this weird kind of like circle design in it. Well, it still does, but it's worn away, so that's why it looks like that. And I have hit pan on it a tiny bit. I'm kind of sad. and the other shade is just simply called Coral, and it is a bright matte coral shade. These blushes are definitely two of my go-tos in the summertime. Kind of wear the matte shade all year round, just whenever, but I usually reserve the brighter, more shimmery Desert Flower blush for the summer months. Like I said, it is loaded with shimmer, but the shimmer is very finely milled. It's not like big chunky glitter, so it's really nice when you just want that kind of effortless summer glow and you don't want to add a highlight because it gives a beautiful sheen to your cheeks. Also, I know a lot of us kind of overlook the basic Sephora makeup line, and I'm definitely one of those people. I just kind of gravitate towards the other brands when I go into Sephora. So when I first tried this, I was super impressed with the quality and the pigmentation. This is what they look like. That's just from one like tiny little swipe. They're super pigmented, super smooth. And my second last favorite blush is one of the Tarte 12 Hour Amazonian Clay blushes. The one in particular that I'm showing is in the shade Buff. This is what it looks like. As you can see, I really do love shimmer. This one is very neutral. It's a very nude blush with kind of like a peachy hint to it. One of the big things that I like about this blush is that the shimmer in it is actually silver. I find so many shimmery blushes have gold shimmer in them, so I like that this is a little bit different. It's not just your average shimmery blush. And once again, this is fairly neutral, so it does go with a wide variety of looks. But my favorite thing to pair it with is like a really like bronzy kind of smoky eye and then a more nude lip. I say nude with air quotes because I never do like a full-on nude. I'm talking like light kind of pinky nude. That is my favorite way to wear this one. Also, while these blushes are 12 hour and long wearing, I still find my Nars blushes to wear a little bit longer. And my final blush for this video is the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach. If you guys saw my really big Sephora haul that I did a while back, you guys know that I have a serious love affair with this blush, but Too Faced discontinued it, and that makes me so upset because it is one of my favorites of all time. It's so pretty. I suppose it might help if I actually showed it to you guys. It is just a really pretty, true peachy blush. Also, the packaging is really cute. It's not really super shimmery, but it has like a definite sheen to it. Look at that amount of pan showing through though. I'm so sad. It makes me so sad every time I use this. I really limit how much I use it because I've like so badly hit pan on it, and every time I use it a little bit more wears away and a little bit more of the pan shows through, and it's just so sad. I don't know why Too Faced discontinued this blush. It's just so pretty. I don't even like know how to describe why I like it so much. It just works really well with my skin tone and everything. I find it really complimentary to fair skin. I really wish Too Faced would bring it back so I could use this every day again and not worry about running out. If you had this blush and you loved it too and you know of any dupes, definitely let me know. Yeah, definite favorite of mine. Yeah, and that pretty much wraps up my top 5 favorite blushes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know what your favorite blushes of all time are. I'm always looking for new ones to try. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you love blush just as much as I do. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future videos if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. And I am going to be having a giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe and stick around. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!